Welcome back, y'all. And if you're not uh, a regular here, let me welcome you to Rorvis Reviews. My name is Rorvis Paradox, aka Docs Brando, and I'm glad that you're here. Decided to mix it up for today's episode. Been doing a lot of music, so this time I'm going to do an album, an EP, while also doing a movie that I missed out on last year that I highly enjoyed recently. So sit back, relax. I hope you enjoy the episode. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when new episodes drop. With all that being said, let's get into it. Now, the first item that we're going to be talking about today is 2024's The Wild Robot, directed by Chris Sanders. Now, this Oscar-nominated film for Best Animated Film is an adaptation of a book series of the same name by Peter Brown. The film is about Rosum Unit 7134, who later adopts the name Roz, and her journey to find purpose. And obviously, she is in a location that does not suit her at all, but the journey of her adapting and finding new purpose was an epic and emotional story. The feeling of trying to do what you were made for in the wrong place and feeling hopeless, and it's something that many people can empathize with. There were times in this film where it truly tugged at my heartstrings, very just tugged on them hard. I was really I was feeling a little emotional here. And the way Chris Sanders described the source material as deceptively simple and emotionally complex were the perfect choice of words. There was much more under the surface to this iceberg of a film. Now, there's portions of this I want to talk about, but I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. So if you want to check this film out, I highly recommend it. This is a film that's just an hour and 40 some minutes in runtime. So this is a film that you can knock out pretty easily, but still feel the impact of said film. Now I'm going to get into the highlights of the film. I think the animation is magnificent. I think that the background in the sky have a hand-painted look that just a pleasing to the eyes. It definitely gives off that this film was based off of some type of kid book, but I don't know, I want to see the source material for myself because I hope it is just as gorgeous to look at. Definitely aiming towards children with this, in the sense of just off a look alone, but something that even adults can admire and respect. Just like the colors from this film really just shine and pop out, especially the orange leaves during the fall season in the film. I don't know what it is. It's just something that just attracts the eyes. And then there's one scene with butterflies, and just everything just looks very chef's kiss. Absolutely magnificent from the animators from that. Another thing that I want to highlight is the writing. The writing was superb. The writing is just, it feels like every emotional note, every emotional piece hits home, knocks it out of the park. There was no portions where I didn't feel some type of way. It was amazing to experience this in such a film, and this is reasons why that I respect animated films so much. I'm tired of it not getting the respect it deserves from a lot of people, because they think just because it's a kids movie that means it's lower value, lower quality, lower high, it doesn't take much intelligence to enjoy the film, or it doesn't take much to really push the genre of wherever the animated film is trying to go. And I highly disagree. I think there's so many great animated films, and in my opinion, I think some of them it shouldn't just be for, best animated picture. I think some animated films can compete with big picture. That's just my opinion. I'll further expand upon that another time, another day. But Writing was superb. Now I'm getting to the score by Chris Bowser. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Definitely matched the tone of the film well. There's a lot of songs, like for some, like the montages fit perfectly, and none of the songs are overpowering or overbearing. They pair well with the film. They know when to kind of to peak, and they know when to kind of just fall back a bit and let the animation and the writing speak for itself. Next, I want to get into the cast. Lupita Nyong'o as Roz, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. The voice acting for not just her but the whole cast was great, and she put so much emotion into this film. Definitely felt sometimes of this robotic being felt more and more humanistic in certain aspects, and her just like learning emotion and adapting vocally for this film. It was just excellent. I don't know how she was able to, actually I do know, because she's already a great actress, so of course she was able to bring that to this animated film, and it took it to a whole nother level. Pedro Pascal as Fink the Fox, very much so an asshole at first, but you could tell he means well. You could tell that in this performance he's playing someone that just wish he had proper love and care, and it takes a while for him to bring Roz in and take it to the next level for her and care about Bright Bill. Speaking of Bright Bill, Kit Connor as Bright Bill. Almost everyone in this film really take the cake with these performances, and with Bright Bill, his chemistry with Pedro Pascal as Fink and Lupita as Roz. These three are the main core of the film, and when all of them are together, when all of them are interacting, it's always the best of the film. It's the best moments amongst them. Just to shout out Boone Storm as Baby Bright Bill, absolutely adorable and hilarious. Love the child actor they got for them, for the Baby Bright Bill. Catherine O'Hara as Pinktail the Possum, who is like, helps Roz get acclimated into motherhood in a sense, even though this is not really a child. You know how the first thing most young species see, that's what they gonna assume is their mother, and that's what they gonna just follow around. So it took for her to kind of push Roz in the right direction about where to go with Bright Bill. Ving Rhames as Thunderbolt was amazing as well. Very short portion in this film, but you already know, if you know who Ving Rhames is, his voice speaks volumes, and literally is like, you're like, oh yeah, he's in the film already. Add more stars to it. Excellent short performance. Matt Berry as Paddler the Beaver, definitely comic relief. There's definitely some moments where I just like laugh at his certain moments in the film, and I don't know, it was just, he did an excellent job in my opinion. Bill Nye as Long Neck, very stoic, very old wise man performance from him, and he was able to bring that to Long Neck the Goose, the person that kind of brings Bright Bill into the rest of the flock, but also helps Roz get him prepared for what is to come. So overall, this film, I don't know what else to tell y'all. It was just great. Love this film so much. Like, truly wish I would have experienced it not only in theaters, but I wish I would have seen it last year. Like, I slipped up on this one. This probably would have made my end of the year list, but that's on me. I gotta watch more films, and I gotta get locked in on that. Overall, I'm giving this 4.5 stars. I'm so close to that 5. It might get boosted up the more I watch it this year, but 4.5 stars for The Wild Robot. Now, the last item that I'm going to be talking about today is Structure Play by Belgium Tree. Now, Belgium Tree is a self-producing music duo that I got to see at the Mosh Pit Market. They're out of Phoenix, Arizona. And what I enjoyed about their performance is that it had everyone vibing. Like, I don't know how to I would describe their music. In a sense that, like, they have this auto-tune vocals over production that bounces off the wall, like it does, like, with their influence. It's just like, I could try in a way to say that there's some pop, there's R&B and rock, kind of like alternative rock, and they're all mixed together into a sound that's truly particular. But even then, I feel like I'm missing some like genres. I'm missing some influences. I can't specifically pinpoint certain artistry that their influence like. And it doesn't help that they have not said much information. And that's what made me want to like listen to them even more, just to figure out what exactly is their sound. So I had to give them a spin, and that led me to their EP that dropped last year. This EP is only 6 tracks with a runtime of 19 minutes, and after listening to it many times, it kind of aggravates me that it's so short. Like, this EP is good, but I wish there was much more. But after doing some digging, because I was just looking through their catalog, they have another EP as well, and that's about it. Like, this is a very new duo. Like, they've been together about maybe 2 years in total, and I checked through Spotify, I even checked through SoundCloud. I was really trying to dig deep to see if there's anything that was missing. So this is early in their music journey, and they have created a good starting point. Their sound is still far from where I know that they can take it, so I'm interested to see that happen live. Well, that getting said, let's go ahead and get into the EP. It starts off with the track Mod Baldwell, a solid intro track. It eases you into their sound, slow pace for their standard. You'll see how they get down with like fast paced and slow paced tracks. The breakdown on the back end is crazy in my opinion, and it's just like goes into a different pocket for a quick second, and then the song just winds down for the last remaining seconds. Definitely a good intro track in my opinion. The next track, It's Only What's Good, blaring opening, well executed autotune use on this song. The production is unpredictable, like the highs and lows this beat takes us on. It's fast paced. It literally goes from peak to valley instantly. It's a conundrum, like how this song was made. It's very interesting how you literally don't know what these two mad scientists are going to make when they are together just making music. So I think that's just one of the selling points of them, is that like there's not much you can say about them besides this music is wicked. But that's just for that track. Getting into the next track, we have Sleep Aoki. Starts off high paced, but then flips into a track just full of vibes. Slower beat matched with lowered auto-tune vocals. Just a good feeling emitting from this track. Like, this portion of the track, in my opinion, should be about 4 minutes longer. This is my favorite portion of the song. Like, how it starts off, I was like, ooh, I don't know what y'all doing, guys. I don't know, Jim. And then at the drop of the hat, like, no, we got something for you. And this portion, that portion of the song where it just slowed down, I can just like rock out a little bit. That was the best part of this song. And then the song ends exactly how they started, just very high pace and like kind of abrupt. Overall, like, I like the song, but it's just like that portion that I really liked, that was the pocket. That's what I needed. The next track, Making a Big Deal Out of Nothing. Favorite song on the EP. So much energy just spewing from this track. The lowered auto-tune vocals paired with the production during the verse section, excellent. Just in your face party music. Like, there's not anything wrong with this track in my opinion. This is just something that, like, perform live, you could just be going crazy to with a whole bunch of people, and this is how you possibly make some new friends. Just enjoying the time listening to some good music. That's just some like good unique music that you don't hear too often. So very much so love this track. The next track, Bull, I particularly remember hearing this at the performance, and obviously, well, if you don't know, this song is named after a basketball player who had a quick moment as a Phoenix Sun, and I think there's no other reason for it. This is something I'm gonna have to ask them personally about why they named this track Bol Bol. But another one of my favorite tracks on here, just a great song to vibe out to. Mosh pit music for nice people. Like, this is the music like you're throwing bows, you're pushing, shoving, just jumping up and down, vibing. But like you have a smile on your face, and just like it's just the nicest mosh pit you could be, nicest music in mosh pit too. Just honestly, just like it was. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like your regular type of mosh pit music where it's like a different type of energy that you come with, a little bit more aggression. This was just like you kind of just like gleefully shoving people. I don't know. It's weird, but it's so fun. I don't know what else to say. The last track we have is Pinterest Shit. Perfect song for the current artistry. It probably will be number 3 or lower on my rankings of my favorite tracks off of this, but it encapsulates the whole EP in my opinion. They balance the use of like the slower pockets that they have shown to be capable of, as well as bringing like these energy waves, and just like the amalgamation of both pockets is what makes this song perfect. Example of who they are right now. And then after just like this balance has been going on and being highly enjoyable, it then becomes a car crash of different sounds. So just for a split second, just like how a wreck can happen like that, that's what goes on. And just like you're like, bro, what the fuck did I just hear? And then like they hop out the sonic wreckage into something different. Like the next portion of the song is just like trippy as fuck, and then it kicks into high gear for the last portion before ending the song with a sample of somebody's voice saying something. I'm not particularly keen on who the person was, but it was just like a quick example of who they are. I think this is just a great closer, in my opinion. Overall, I'm just excited. These two have something special, and I can't wait to see where they take their sound next. I really want to try to get to know these people, because like there's not much information you can get from them. There's not much posts on IG from them. Like, these guys are strictly for the music. Very mysterious two white boys. And it's just like, and when you see them, it's funny because like they give off like Naked Brothers band vibes, but like on some other shit. It's really cool. So definitely recommend this project if you want to hear something different to add to your day-to-day listen. And I hope you're tapped into whatever comes next for them, because I'm surely going to be. Now, like I said, I just wanted to mix it up because I've been doing a lot of music, and with this I want to kind of get back to doing films again, and then just start things off. I think that this The Wild Robot, again, such an excellent, well-made animated film. Not just animated film, just a well-made film in general, in my opinion. I think Structure Play by Belgium Tree is a very interesting and well-made project that they have something there, and I want to see how it further develops from this point on. Now, with that being said, do you agree what I said about Belgium Tree? If you've heard, if not, please check them out. And after you listen to them, come back to this video, watch this video again, and drop some in the comments how you feel about Belgium Tree. For The Wild Robot, is it as great as I said? Am I overhyping it? Is it the Oscar nominated film that I think it is? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video up, get the subscriber up, because we still got a 500 subscriber goal. And with that helps me, help you, help us get better as a community. As this channel grows, everything gets better, and this is going to be able to just make things absolutely stellar. This has been Rorvis Reviews. I am Rorvis Paradox, aka Dox Brando, and I will see you again next week. Peace.